Share a serious moment with Dad, a moment when he shared advice with you, or when you asked him a question. And
All the time.
What was the question I asked last week?
I don't know. Pretty much all the time. I mean, I just.
can you think of something? Is there something that comes to your mind when I ask the question, or something that really impacted you?
Girls.
Girls.
That's about it.
I don't know. One that came to mind would probably be after our uncle died. Yeah, because I know I had the question like, why did this happen? And you come and you explained it, and that I don't know how much you realize that actually really, really healed me, because I was actually ready to walk away at that point, like from everything. So yeah, that was one.
Very good.
A why we do what we do moment with Dad, like when we in Harrisburg. It was good to, I guess, a reminder of why we don't do this we do this for God, and not, nothing against the people that come. No, we don't do this for the people. I mean, we do at a, certain aspect, but we do it for God. We do what we do for Him because He called us to do this, and that's why we do it. I remember Dad talking about that, so that's one moment I remember.
I remember all the yelling arguments that we had about life and stuff. It was just like, you got to get this right, son. All those from high school on up to now. It was like all those times where, I don't know, it's like every time, because me and Dad, we would get into yelling. It was just those times. And I guess after it all, I would sit and I would think, and I don't know, it would always be 30 minutes to an hour, and I'm just sitting there thinking about, okay, we just got through yelling, and Dad could be right. And when that would always come up, he would come in and say, and sit me down and calm me down. He's calm, I'm calm, I love you, and this is why I said this. And it's all those times where, every step of life, where from high school, dealing with life, jobs, stuff like that, it's like real life stuff. When, I don't know, it's just because me and Dad never had that talk where it's just like, this is what makes a man. It's just like all those things were pieces to, this is what it is to become a man. Your focus, there's responsibility, you have to think ahead. It's stuff like that. It's not many people get that. And of course, I don't openly portray like, oh, I have life together and stuff like that. People look at me, I'm goofy and stuff, and boy, you don't know what you're doing. You got to get this stuff. What you doing with your life? It's just like, man, I already got all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dad settled this years ago, and this is what, this is my life. This is what I do. And it's all thanks to Dad. You have to plan stuff out, keep your head in the game, keep focus. That's what it was all about. Focus and responsibility. Thinking ahead, just not going throughout life oblivious to everything. So stuff like that. So thank you, Dad.
And not to give up.
Yes.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, that was the recent lesson.
That was the recent. That lesson is still going on. I know I think it was last month or whatever. I know I got really disappointed, and I actually had got mad at Dad because he said something, and I got upset. But then he had took me. He brought me into my room, and he brought it way down to even how he was feeling at that moment too, of how life is going for me, how everything's going on with the church, and how it wasn't for me. It wasn't just a father-son moment. It was actually like friends talking. That's how I felt. It was literally man to man, friend to friend, telling them how he was feeling about things, and how he was saying all the stuff that I be saying in my head at times. And I know that was one that recently helped, recently kept me going and kept me alive.